The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 16, Nasdaq's down 2, S&P's a flat, gold contract up $6.30 at $12.70. We have silver up 12 cents, $17.72. Both silver and gold are trying to make it into the higher range. They're not doing too good right now. Platinum got a bid. Platinum's up $23. Long time coming. That's at $9.64. You get copper, also up 4 pennies. Big number, $2.14 a pound. Light sweet crude's down 12 cents. Notes and bonds. Notes down 1 tick, 130.04. Bonds are up 8 ticks, and good old King Dollar's up 2.53 at 99. And we got Apple coming up.
After the close? Well, not right after, right? Then 4:30?
4:30. Yeah. 4:30, and then, of course, Google and Amazon. And
we are in earnings, man.
Those are the monsters. We're knee-deep in earnings.
That's right.
As our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks would say.
That's it.
I love that saying.
There you go.
And as we do each and every trading day, let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, folks. And don't forget, every trading day, right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Kevin, Scott have an amazing show. You want to understand options upside down, folks. Come over, listen to it. If you happen to be traveling to work on the West Coast right now, I know it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Bottom line, remember, you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. And if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, folks, it's a fabulous platform. Just come over to our website, hit the banner, bring it up. You can trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin and Scott every trading day. And particularly at earnings, we get action.
We do.
What's happening, brother?
Mr. O'Brien, how's everything? Good morning, Tommy. How's
morning, Kevin.
doing?
It's going great. We just want you to know that we're cheering Chicago on.
Oof, man.
World Series fever.
Oh,
bet.
boy. I bet it's amazing, right?
This town, there's several things that are amazing, Tom.
Yeah.
The first is how excited the city is.
Right.
My son was at the game Saturday night in the bleachers, and he was telling me, he's texting me from the game, telling me, the stands are shaking.
Wow.
They're shaking.
That makes
And
sense.
so,
for sure.
Yeah, and the other thing that's significant here is the price that these tickets are going for.
I know.
Tom, I'm long 4, right behind home plate
That's a
for
beautiful
every
thing.
game with my family, and the trader inside me says, you got to hit these bids.
It's the tough one when yeah.
You're getting into some numbers here.
There is, it is. That's a once in a lifetime, but you know what? A once in a lifetime week-long trip to Europe is pretty cool too.
Exactly.
It's funny, Kevin. I know those seats well because you know who used to bring me to games a lot? There was Jeff Fox. And Jeff Fox, folks, this is a crazy story, but he used to sell newspapers there, and his father, and he had 20 season tickets.
Okay.
And then when the last it was your boss that when he bought the team, right? He had to give up some of the tickets, but those seats are insane because that park is so beautiful, man. It's unbelievable.
There is people. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's just a really fun time to be in the city. And I was telling the young man who answers your phone, the other bad problem is I saw my breath for the first time this morning, and even though
I saw
I've
those
lived in Chicago my
temperatures.
whole life, that never gets old. That still is not good.
Yeah, it's early for that kind of cold.
It is early for that kind of cold.
But you know what? What that means, Tom? It's earnings season.
It's earnings season, man, and
Earnings season. And what you are guaranteed of an earnings season are events and movement,
Right.
and that's what we're getting.
Yeah, big time, too. The NDX went to a high yesterday. We got Apple coming after the close today. There's Google and Amazon. I mean, my take, Kevin, I think the Nasdaq's going to probably gap up and ring the bell, but we'll see where this shakes out because they both look good, man. It's like, wow.
Right. But look, I mean, Tom, you guys speak about it a lot on your show, and you were speaking about it this morning. This dollar has 3 digits written all over it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's going to go through that like a hot knife through butter. So we're going to be really that's going to wreak havoc eventually, if not this quarter, then into the next quarter.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, Kevin, so this morning, right, this is, folks, I'll tell you, it's great being in the market, but if you flip a million things around your head, I'm brushing my teeth this morning, and I'm thinking of Kevin saying, the bond people are all excited because of volatility. I'm all excited because finally we get volatility in the market again. Because it makes such a difference, man. I mean, because you got a two-sided market, which you need when you're trading, man. I mean, that's the reality.
Speculation on both sides is how we make our living. Right?
Totally.
That's what we need. We need a two-sided market.
You do. And this dollar's giving us one.
Right. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I mean, you've got a market that appears it wants to go higher, or it's up here near the highs, but the dollar is kind of throwing a wrench in all this.
Yep, there's no doubt. And if that dollar, breaks, what has happened, folks, the dollar's been a consolidation for 2 years. It's tested the highs 4 different times. And if that blows through that high, get out of the way, man, because when it came down in 2002, it went from 121 to like 100, like it took them a couple years. But bottom line is that's heavy pressure. Yeah. It moved, man. It moved.
Right, and the thing is, Tom, the pressures, with the British pound, with Eurozone, and with here, are going in that direction.
Yeah. Oh,
We're about to raise interest rates, or it looks like, it's up to almost a 70% chance now that we're raising in December. And, the Eurozone is going through QE.
Oh, listen. Fundamentally, I can see it. There's no doubt.
Absolutely.
It's like, do you want to go to Europe and go spend some money? Yeah, I think I want to go there, but I don't want to do business there, man.
Working your orders and advanced orders and scaling today on Slim Left.
I like it. 12 o'clock right here at TFNN. Kevin, have a great one, a safe one.
Can't wait, guys. Have a good day.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's up 11, Nasdaq's down 4.
Larry Pesavento has just announced a special offer for subscribers to his trading service, Fibonacci 24/7. Right now, you can get a month of Larry's Fibonacci 24/7 while gaining access to his upcoming live webinar, The Pattern That H.M. Gartley Missed, taking place Wednesday, October 26th. This live workshop will be archived for subscribers if you cannot attend live. And if you order right now, we'll also send you a copy of Larry's book, A Trader's Guide to Financial Astrology. This book retails for $90, but we'll send it to you as part of this special offer that runs through the night of the workshop, Wednesday, October 26th. Sign up now and get a free copy of Larry's book, a month of his Fibonacci 24/7 trading service, and a live workshop on the pattern that H.M. Gartley missed. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, this is an offer that you can't let pass you by. Sign up today for Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 14. You get the NASDAQ down 2, S&P's a flat. Let's go over and take a look at the strength versus the weakness. If we go take a look at the Dow Industrials, inside the Dow, you got Procter & Gamble. That's up 4.4%. That gapped higher. Merck's up 1.8. You got Caterpillar up 1.5. Taken away from it, 3M is down 3.3 or 580. Home Depot's down 2.1. 275. Nike's off 1.3, and Verizon is down 0.4%. Inside the NDX 100, Mylan Pharmaceutical is the leader. That's up 2.8. You have C-Trip up 2.7. Micron Tech's up 2.5. Taken away from it is Illumina is down 1.1. That's nothing. Mattel 1.1. Apple. So Apple 430 today.
I keep seeing headlines that they might have a tough quarter, right?
Yeah. So if we take a look at Apple, slowing pace of sales decline. So if this is, I believe, when we look at this,
it's just so tough to keep up with the pace they set, too.
Right. Well, you can see this was the first time.
Decline.
That it actually declined.
It's going to be iPhone decline.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the headlines I was seeing was, that this would be, or maybe
because everyone has them, right?
Yeah, that's what's exactly. They've just set quite a pace in terms of being able to sell $600, $800 phones to half the country or whatever it is every 2 years.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And this reminds me of like at the beginning of the computer generation. At the very beginning, you would want to get a new computer, but then it got to a certain point that they were so good you weren't using everything on the computer anyway.
Yeah, we still right. And there's certain there's definitely a slowdown where it's not. But then the flip side of that is like look what's coming down the pipeline, right? In terms of virtual reality and all this stuff. So the capability for advancement, I think. But yeah, I agree. Like the cameras and
right. I mean, a phone basically a year and a half ago. I don't even know if you're using everything in it.
I kind of agree, right? But with that said, everyone's still kind of buying a new phone every 2.5 years. You are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's still kind of built in. Where it does get old, though, what happens is then it gets a little slower, right? And then maybe you have a crack, and then so there is that turnover still. And with those types of advancements, we'll see.
And then what's going to happen with Google phones?
Right.
If we go over to Amazon now. Amazon right now, folks, look at this. It's just staying at the highs. Amazing. So Amazon is at $838. The high, and Amazon yesterday, folks, was pushing with volume on its swing point again. So Amazon is basically telegraphing that it wants higher price.
Yeah.
And that's,
I don't know if anybody is, but even selling it, I would never be short ahead of earnings for a company like Amazon.
No way.
They might be like the number one I would stay away from, even ahead of Google.
Yeah, and there's not a big short position. It's only
it's
1.48%. Yeah.
Who would ever be short Amazon going into earnings?
Right. And that short position too, which what we don't know, that short position could be a hedge on a long position.
Right. With options or who knows.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. Google is at 810. And look at Google. It's not even a 1% short position. It's 0.7% that short position. So you're talking some very small positions out here.
Yeah.
If we go into, let's go to platinum. So let's see what's happening here. So platinum's caught a bid here. You have $23. It's about time it caught a bid. I wonder what the deal is underneath this. Why? It's not like it says it. PPLT. So if we go to the PPLT, which is the
Platinum ETF.
ETF structure, well,
Yeah. Similar balance for sure.
yep. And that's where the Andy Heck's been talking about this for a long time. That the reality is you could sell your gold, get your platinum, trade in for platinum, and get $300 in your pocket.
Yeah.
Which
right.
is just amazing. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
No doubt. Let's go to Mark in Fort Collins. Hey, Mark, what's going on? How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great, man.
Good. Hey, I wanted to talk about the GDXJ because I went long the Jade Dust, but I wanted to say something real quick about Amazon. I was looking at the monthlies.
Yes.
Looks like it might be doing an ABC up to 878, 880-ish.
Yeah, I think it is. Right.
You look back from like October to December of 14 up to the highs of December of 2015, and then it's got a retracement back.
Yeah.
A couple months, and then it breaks that swing point with about the same amount of volume on a monthly.
And then you have 90 million. Yeah, 90 million, 90 million. See it. And then
About 400
and Google's
points.
doing the same thing, man. That's why I think there's going to be such a monster gap. And it's like,
Right.
If they both gap that night, it's going to be dynamite because it'll be like, okay, everything's into that market at that particular point, and then like anything else to say, now what do you got for me?
Sure.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be exciting Thursday afternoon. There's no doubt, man.
Yep.
So GDXJ, right?
Yeah, I went short that with the JDST. We talked about it, I think, a week ago, and you told me to hold off, and I did, and it did gap again the next day, and that's kind of when I got in. I got in around little high 25s on the JDST, and I'm just trying to get your thoughts on that based on the way the dollar's moving. I was thinking I was going to take gold down a little harder than it's been going.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. So you got the daily, the JDST is the direction daily junior gold miners bear 3 times inverse correlation, the 300% inverse correlation of the Market Vectors Gold Miners Trust. My take on this right now is that the gold market right now, okay, is trying to get GC. Let me
Okay, yeah, good.
let me just pull this up. So right now, gold can't seem to make it inside that 1269, okay? That being said, it looks to me that the JDST, that I would let the move happen first. Like yesterday was, you had the move in this yesterday. I wouldn't necessarily be long this right now.
Yeah, I almost took my trade off because I was up a couple bucks yesterday, but
Yeah.
it looked like it was a pretty decent move, so I was going to let it run a little bit. And now it's pulling back.
It was.
So, because I had about a $2 profit on that yesterday at one point. So.
Right. Now, and I think what has happened is this, and I'm trading both sides of it too, Mark. Okay. Now I'm trading the nugget and the dust. Okay. And
Right.
they had big moves, and I think that what you have here is that you got to let the thing. It looks to me like it's going to bounce first, right? You get up
Right.
higher again, then sell it again.
Okay.
Stay. Sorry. Have a great one, Mark. Have a safe one. You stay right there,
Okay.
folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow down 1, Nasdaq's down 10, S&P's are down $1.50. We'll be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 2. You got the NASDAQ off 9. S&P's off $1.50. And there's a few stocks really getting whacked around here. One of them, Under Armour. Look at this. So Under Armour is down $4.98 at $32.98. This is pretty intense. Let's see what...
And these are, of course, earnings. They came out with their earnings this morning.
Yeah, and look at this, man. I mean, this is busting out. This is going to be a monster ABC Dow. Oh, this is going to change.
Can you pull up the story on their earnings?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So... 54 to 32, $22. That'd be $25. An ABC down. Tumbles after forecast renews fears of slowdown. This is all these, like the Sports Authority going bankrupt. The, Dick's is like the big one that's left, but there's so many of these stores that have gone bankrupt. Under Armour suffered its worst decline in 7 years after delivering disappointing long-term forecasts. The company said Tuesday it expects revenue to increase. That's still...
I know, that's why I was letting you say all that, but as
20%,
it's like,
Mark, that's still huge.
I don't think,
But that's the worst since 2009. Under Armour warned that profit would grow at a slower pace after a less... pace in sales as the company goes after less profitable categories. Pretty wild. Let's go to Phil in Denver, Colorado. Hey, Phil, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, good morning. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Great, doing great. Hey, I'm a subscriber to the Gold Report, and I love it, and I'm actually in the dust, and I wanted to get your opinion on that while I'm waiting for the new buys.
I'd sell it. Do you already own it?
Yeah, I've owned it for a couple days.
So sell it.
Okay.
You made a fortune.
Yeah, I did pretty good in it. And I was just thinking with this dollar, it looks like it's going to go to over 100. So I didn't know if there would be, to hold this thing or to let it go.
So, okay, so let's go through it. So the Dust, folks, is the Direction Daily Gold Miners Trust. It trades 3 times the inverse correlation of the New York Arca Gold Miners Index. These are great vehicles, and I trade them a lot. But they're daily investment vehicles. Holding them a few days is not bad. Holding them to go to 100 isn't realistic.
100 on the dollar. Is that what you mean? No.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Dust going to 100.
No, the dollar index.
Okay. Yeah. No. And it would be still the same thing. I mean, the Dust, traded from 37 to 42 yesterday.
Right. Oh no, I know.
Yeah. You got to take your money on these things when they trade like that. I think right now, just as I said to Mark, you're not going to get, when you get that much movement, I don't think we're going to get a lot of movement on either the Nugget or the Dust here for the next couple of days. I would be more biased. I am more biased right now that the GDX here. So the GDX, this is where it's trading off. What the GDX did yesterday is that it came into, we came down with 69 million shares. You're going into 80 million. You're going into the large downdraft from October 4th with 232 million. So that says to me that somehow the GDX is going to try to make a run again for $24.99.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
I love both the Dust and the Nugget, but when you get 3 or 4 points or 2.5 or 3 points, you should be taking it. And I know it's hard to take it because I look at those things also and say, oh, I only need one more day, and you get a gap up again, and all of a sudden, whatever kind of shares you got, all of a sudden it's like, well, man, another 1.5 up, it's big money. But remember that it's just when these get to higher prices, right? Like the Dust is at $40 right now, right? That they can gap down very quickly. Like if we look at where we were yesterday, it went to 42.25, and then it opens this morning at 39.87.
Right.
That's how they trade. So what you try to do, and I'm sure if you've been watching it, they move very quickly, folks. I mean, very quickly. 50 cents come off a $40 stock in literally 2 seconds.
Right. They brought it down to 39.14 this morning, and I was watching, and then they took it up $1 within about 2 minutes.
Well, that's how that's. I mean, if you trade these even pre-market, you're going to see that. It's very easy. What you want to do if you're trading both sides of that, you want to get your head wrapped around Barrick Gold, ABX, Newmont, Royal Gold, and Franco-Nevada. And what you're going to get out of Franco-Nevada and Royal Gold is a kind of a good probability about where the gold contract wants to go. ABX is the largest weighting structure inside the GDX, and Newmont's number 2. And ABX, I believe, is coming out with numbers. Is today's 26th?
Today's 25th.
25th. They're coming out tomorrow after the market. So you definitely got to be aware of that. And Newmont, let me just see where Newmont. Yeah, Newmont's 26 too. So tomorrow after the market, we all better be really cognizant of that because that's going to make a huge difference inside the Dust and the Nugget.
Okay.
Okay, man.
Well, I love the gold report, so I just go ahead.
No, listen. I appreciate the business, and it was a great trade. There's no doubt, man. And believe me, I know because I trade both of them. Sometimes it wasn't. It's not unrealistic if, in fact, that that the dollar takes off over the 100. That Dust couldn't go to 100.
Give or take.
That's how they trade. That's the bottom line. But we can trade it all the way up and all the way down. That's the other side.
The dollar would have to go way above 100. To put that in the realm, just to.
Well, the next move is 121.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And you know, if you
That's different than over 100.
Well, if you pull the dust back, the dust was at 100 not too long ago. Yeah.
I hear you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
All right. Thanks, Tom. Have a great one.
Let's go to Charlie in Wellesley. Hey, Charlie, what's going on, brother?
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're doing great, man. Yourself?
Good. Can you look at you guys? What's going on with that today?
Let's take a look. I wonder what this trades off. Man, there's something going on here. This is intense. I got a call yesterday. We got a call India. I got a call yesterday from Alex, and what was going on is that the November contract was trading so much lower than the December contract, natural gas. Here, let me pull up natural gas for a second. So natural gas is now 4.79%.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a triple.
Yeah, that's so natural gas. Oh, natural gas is getting tanked.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder what the news is on that.
Well, it's certainly not that it's not coal because, well, that's the headline says. Who knows? It says U.S. gas drops 6-month low on forecast for milder winter, but how do they know that, right?
Yeah.
You know, the weathermen are the weathermen, you know what I mean?
You stay away from it, gentlemen.
Oh, don't bite into it. Here, just stay right there. We'll talk about it as soon as we come back.
Okay.
877-927-6648. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Charlie from Wellesley, and we're talking about the gas.
Tony from Wellesley.
Tony, I'm sorry, man. I knew that wasn't cracking here. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't be touching this thing. I mean, you're down with some big volume. So gas numbers are Thursday, right? You know, this thing's coming down. I mean, this thing can, get down to $3. You're at $3.16, so. So if you go over to UGAZ, which is the velocity 3 times shares, that's saying, your swing point down there is 34.91. Yeah. Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks, gentlemen. I love your show.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it. Yeah, so Alex had called yesterday, and what happened is that the November contract was trading so much lower than the December contract.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if that was already just, we're going to find out from Andy later, because bang, it came in this morning. And it didn't,
That could just be an illiquidity issue if it's no longer even close to the active contract, too.
Yeah, right. No, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento.
Tomorrow night. Time flies, man. We've been talking about this, but today is Tuesday the 25th. Tomorrow night, October 26th, Larry Pesavento, the pattern that H.M. Gartley missed. And with that, he has his special offer for his book, A Trader's Guide to Financial Astrology, that he wrote with Sheen.
Yeah.
And that offer ends tomorrow night as well. You sign up, you can get his Fibonacci 24/7 trading service. He had a full report out yesterday, but really, the best part about the service, and I think you agree, is just the constant charts and videos that he's sending out. And then he kind of encapsulates the week with a report, which is about, a couple pages of his market take, along with like a good 15 charts in there as well.
And then when he sends out the videos, folks, okay, what he's on some of them, he has the 0.382s, the Gartley setup, and others he's talking. Okay, so you really get to learn a lot.
Charts,
right?
Which and then you're just looking at it, and then the other ones are videos. They're MP4s. You just pull it up, watch it, and they're anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes, some of them, to about 5 minutes.
Right.
That way you can they're not too long where it takes too much of your time to check out what he's looking at.
And you'll get to learn, a huge amount.
It's awesome. And so $97, money back guarantee. You get his newsletter, workshop tomorrow night that will be archived, Andy's book. So that's a great deal. And I know I was just going to say, we have people calling, anybody who's already a subscriber, their books are pretty much, all of them are on the way already. Maybe some of them are starting to arrive today. And we're sending out books the day of if we have the opportunity for people that sign up, as long as it's a reasonable time between, before the end of the day. We get it out that day, we'll get it out, and that workshop will be archived, of course, as well, if you can't attend tomorrow night.
It was impressive. I didn't really, Larry has a lot of people overseas, too, man.
Oh,
I was looking at those books going overseas.
I know.
That was pretty cool.
We're shipping them overseas.
No, I saw the stack of them, man.
They don't have to pay for shipping, none of that.
Right. That was quite a stack.
For sure.
That's good. It's a worldwide deal. It's pretty cool,
all
man.
the way. We definitely have some Canadians as well.
Yeah.
Kudos to them, and then but more than that, for sure. So check it out tomorrow night.
Let's go over and take a look at. Let's go back to gold for a second. See, gold's trying to make this, and I don't see it yet that it can really get traction, but it wants to get inside there and just move on up past this 1269 area, and it's making the run again. See, if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, what's happening is that there's a seller, and that seller is vicious at that 1272, 1274.
Right where we are, right?
Right where we are. And, they sold it down on the 20th. They sold it down on the 24th, trying to make it this morning, and, we'll see whether it can make it, and because it's making the run right now. You're at 1271.70, and it seems like each and every time it comes out of nowhere. But bottom line is that if it makes it over it, we could see. Let's see. You're dealing with. We're right at it. This is right. This is so wild.
1272.
It's 1272, man. That's where it's at. And so what you need with something like this is where this gets. You had the first acceleration up, but you need build some cars at this level because it's like doing a race. All of a sudden, you used all your energy to get to the right where the person is selling or the the fund is selling or whoever it is.
Where there's resistance.
Yeah, big time. So if we go over to that GDX and we take a look at it, that right there, that's coming up to the top, but that's going to need a lot more juice too. A lot more juice. Whatever's happening in the... Well, here, let's go look at copper, because what has happened, HGZ. It's like, why is copper moving so much? Look at that move.
Yeah.
That's a nice move. And it's funny, because last week, I cover SCCO and the gold report, and that's the only one that really moved last week, which is like, wow, man, copper wasn't moving and that moved. Now, TGB didn't. Yeah, see, that's still having a hard time moving. That's a small stock, but it's a big copper play. So, 877-927-6648. Some of the higher volumes. Oh, here, 3M. 3M is getting toasted and roasted. That came out with earnings today. Procter & Gamble went the other way, went up. 3M is down $5, and if you want to see, these high volume swing lows, they just go after them. And 3M actually might be another ABC down. 1.9 million. Yeah, it looks like I can make one. And this is intense because 3M was at highs.
Yeah.
Come off that number with highs. Now Procter & Gamble, maybe they're selling diapers again. Who knows what they're selling? They own everything, but let's see what they're selling. Okay, Procter & Gamble, which spent years paring down the sprawling consumer products empire, has finally returned to growth. Organic sales, a measure that excludes the effects of currency exchange rate fluctuations, as well as acquisition and divestitures, rose in all 5 product lines. Wow. The results... Profit was $1.03, excluding some items. Definitely got some traction under it. Let's go to Charlie in Atlanta. Hey, Charlie, what's going on?
Not much. I'm looking for a GoPro, and then if you get a chance, I'm looking for Nike. It looks like Nike's starting out, that dollar starting to affect it, maybe.
Let's take a look. So you get GoPro. They're going to be coming out with numbers at 4 o'clock on November 3rd. Okay, so are you looking to buy this? Yes?
Maybe. You tell me.
Wow. The setup's not bad. I mean, you pushed the week of September 23rd. You pushed on volume. Let me put this on a monthly for a second. Yeah, it's not a bad setup. I mean, if you bite on this, what you have to do. Listen, to buy it 13. This is a sign of strength. This is a consolidation, but the top of the consolidation is like $17, man. I'd let it see if it tests that $13.13. Just stay right there. We'll come back with Nike. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow on 50, Nasdaq's off 21, S&P's off 7. They're hitting this market right now. And we're looking at Nike. So what are you looking to do with Nike? No, he's gone. Okay, so, it's interesting here, Tom, is that Nike was basically projecting that what United Armour was going to do here. This is...
Under Armour?
Under Armour, yeah, thanks. So Nike's gone from 67 down to 50. And there's some real volume here, man. This is like, look at that topping. This thing's coming down on volume.
Yeah.
So, bottom line is that you're breaking on a monthly. You're breaking a swing point of $51.47, and it's got some volume. So the real key is going to be there. Are they selling less, or is that the dollar hitting them?
Yeah.
You know.
And there's definitely similarities and there's differences in those two for sure.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of Nike's dominance, of course, and Under Armour, they have plenty going for them as well, but there's a little difference. You know, Nike's just such a stronghold, whereas maybe Under Armour, they need to see more growth in that type of a company, because the reports are saying they were going to have like 20% growth, right? And that's where it was like, well,
wouldn't it be great
everyone's going to sell. That's what I'm saying, right? So, you know, a company like Nike can't grow at the exponential rate that Under Armour can right now, so that's a little bit of a difference.
20% growth, man. I'll take 20% growth all day long.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Seriously, man.
But you know what? I mean, you know, if you want the valuation for your company to be X amount of multiples,
right,
then
20%
ain't going to cut it. You know, that's all. I'm sure that they're still getting a pretty sweet valuation on their current earnings.
There's no doubt.
You know, what are they? They're an 80. Oh, that's Nike. Okay, I was like, wow. They're an $85 billion company.
So Nike takes in $32 billion.
Yep.
And United.
So just to put, they're a $13 billion company versus Nike being $90 billion. Yeah, and they're only taking in 1/9 of what they're taking in.
Right. So footwear. Look at that. And when you break it down, footwear is still a big deal. Interesting, right? Oh no, apparel.
Yeah.
On $2.8 billion.
Yeah.
$2.8 billion. Big.
And they're good at Under Armour. They've bought in a couple of the wearable technology type companies, right, where they're trying to really patch that into, you wear a shirt and it's got a heart rate monitor that then just syncs up with your phone. So I like the premise of that. It seems like they've made some acquisitions.
No, I know, because that's where things are going. They had an article today in the Journal about the first marathon runners and how much work they had to do just to make charts. Is that
to track their performance, right, or whatever it is.
To get in shape, to stay in shape,
sure,
you know, versus today. Because I know you use that little tracker, right?
Yeah, you have different, even just on your phone, there's a number of apps that can track when you do any type of, whether it's a bike ride or a walk, and then, you go one step further and you have Bluetooth heart rate monitors, and so then, you got full tracking of your movement with your heart rate that's like dead on accurate when you're using, as opposed to just even sometimes the watches, they aren't as fully accurate.
And do you see it go up and down?
Well, you could. I see the report at the end.
Okay, cool.
Oh, and you can see when, if you do like sprints and then walks, you can see where your heart rate peaks to and all that stuff.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Then there's another article today that's in there that saying that like high-end athletes, they like going out to high altitude.
Okay.
And what it's saying is that if you aren't, I guess the deal would be that they thought that was always the best for them. But the reality is that it would be the best for us.
Okay.
Practicing in that, making sure you don't drink it all.
Sure.
Have plenty of good food, good water. But it does. They had a whole thing on your cells today. It's
cool.
It's a great article, folks. If you really get your head wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Wall Street Journal.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's like a whole page.
Nice.
You stay right there, folks. We got a lot of great programming coming up for you.
We're going to rerun Larry next hour.
That's
what we'll do. Larry's coming up tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see him open up the market, and then we'll go to swim lessons, right?
Yep.
Dave White, Steve Rhodes,
Totally.
you're back, and Andy Hecht.
That's right.
There you
Have
go.
a great one, folks. Have a safe one.
Thanks,
Next
man.
call. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.